What is up guys, this is Tiro back with another video, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to flash Android 14 based ROMs on the Redmi K20 Pro. And today I'm going to be trying this Derpfest ROM that I have been seeing for a few days that it's coming in alpha builds, but right now I think I have seen almost 5 to 6 builds of this particular ROM, so I'll be trying to flash it on my Redmi K20 Pro. And let me just clear it out that on my Redmi K20 Pro I have Rising OS running, and this one is running the legacy kind of builds. So I haven't tried the dynamic partition kind of ROMs, and the Android 14 builds like the Derpfest does need actually a dynamic partition. So you have to convert your partition. Here in the installation guide, if I just go here in this Derpfest ROM, you will see there is the dynamic partition ROM flashing guide, and in here first things first, you need to take a backup, of course, because your data might be wiped totally, so it may not work. If you're someone who loves your data, do back that up on your PC or somewhere safe, not in your phone. The second step is reboot to recovery. Then the third step is flash legacy to dynamic zip. This is the zip that you need to flash. I'll link this particular post, don't worry, in the description, and you have to flash this legacy to dynamic zip before flashing the dynamic orange box recovery. And I still have normal orange box recovery guys, and we have to flash the ROM and format data, then just reboot. That's how you flash the ROM. And all these errors that you're noticing over here are pretty normal, and they can appear, it's not a problem. And it may also show this no OS installed kind of thing. Let me just show you. I have this Android 14 kind of folder where I have downloaded the ROM file, then the legacy to retrofit dynamic kind of zip over here, and we have the dynamic orange fox recovery. So I'll be flashing this particular recovery, and let me show you right now how can you do all of this with your device. I'm copying this whole Android 14 kind of folder to my ADM folder where I actually flash the ROMs. But let's see, I'll try actually to format the data at the last step so that I don't have to copy this particular folder again. But let's see what happens. If I need to, I'll copy this particular file later. If I had to do that, I'll just like put a text on the screen, you will see. So right now I'll just disconnect the device from my PC. By the way, just for clarification, as you can see in the about section right now, I'm using Rising OS, and this is based on Android 13, of course. You will see this is the Android 13 ROM that I have been using on this particular device. So let's just go home and let's just straight up reboot to recovery. By the way, I'm currently decrypted and I have the legacy kind of orange box recovery or old orange box recovery. And this is the version of this particular recovery, R11.1_4. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit home and go to the file section. And in here, I'm gonna go into the download folder where I have downloaded all the files. And first things first, I will flash this legacy to retrofit dynamic kind of zip, and I'll uncheck this reboot after installation option. So I'll just swipe to install. And it shows failed to mount system root kind of. This is totally normal. Now we will flash the orange fox recovery, the dynamic partition based orange fox recovery, and I'll hit that and I'll just swipe to install. And I think it's automatically rebooting to the new orange fox recovery, and it shows welcome to orange fox, and I'll hit right. And this is the dynamic partition orange fox recovery I have just flashed. Right now I'm into the download folder. I'm not formatting it first because I want to format data later so that I don't have to copy these files again. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna straight up flash the Derpfest ROM. So I just selected that, and right now swipe to install and wait for the time being. And it shows some kind of errors, but that's fine. And right now it has completed the flashing of Derpfest ROM based on Android 14. And this is where we need to format data because I am coming from a non-dynamic partition based ROM. So I'm just gonna head home and go to wipe section, then format data, then type yes and hit right. And it shows some kind of error. So this is an error it shows actually. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna straight up actually try to reboot to system. Let's see what happens. It shows system partition is empty, not really sure. But let's just hit system. So it's like heading back to the recovery. So right now I think I have to format data. So I'll try that again. Let's go here and let's try to format data again. And right now it has successfully formatted the data. So let's just reboot the system normally. Let's see if it boots to the ROM. So yep, I am seeing the Derpfest logo, and it is a brand new fresh Derpfest logo on the Redmi K20 Pro, looking beautiful. So let's wait for the time being. So yes, it is showing welcome to your Pixel, and this startup animation in my opinion never gets old. Looks very beautiful. Shows Chrome keeps stopping. I don't know why this error comes. But yeah, this is an alpha build, so there might be some errors and stuff. So I'll give you my full experience in a separate video, of course. So let me just complete the setup and I'll show you the about section and stuff like that quickly. So I just entered the pin. Let's see if the fingerprint scanner is actually registering. So yes, it seems like it's registering perfectly fine. So this one is done, it seems. Let's try to add another one. And it's also asking me to register the face unlock. So I'll just do that. Even the face unlock worked perfectly fine. And right there we have the home screen, and the wallpaper is from my other phone because I just restored my Google App Data backup. And just notice these are the apps present by default over here, but this Fresh Walls PixArt are getting downloaded because I'm restoring my Google App Data backup. There is this gramophone kind of app. Let me actually show you. Okay, so this looks like a music player, but it has the Google dialer and stuff. But the stock camera, let's see. Okay, so this is that simple lineage OS kind of camera or something like that, or even graphene OS camera. I'm not really sure what this is called. I forgot, but yeah, it actually works. As you can see, the front camera and stuff, everything is working perfectly fine. You're noticing that camera right there. So yeah, it is working, but it's a basic camera. It has the 4:3 grid option timer and the normal settings kind of page. And yeah, you can do normal things, but yeah, the camera is actually working. It's not a MIUI camera, but that's how it is. We have the resolution changing option up to 4K and stuff like that, and you cannot really change the 4K FPS, but that's how it is. We have the mic turning on or off option. Even in 1080p I cannot change the FPS, but yeah, that's how it is. So on the top you will see the quick setting panel. Looks like this Android 11 kind of look it has, I would say. I think you can actually change it, not really sure, but yeah, in the Android version section, this is how it looks like. We have the Derpfest logo up top. We have the platform version showing as Android 14, and if I tap and hold on this, let me actually see if that game appears. Alright, so this game has appeared of Android 14. So yeah, this is definitely Android 14, as you can see from the screen. And here we have the Derpfest version as 14 official for Rafael, and this is an alpha build, and the maintainer is Orgomondol. So huge thanks to the developer of this ROM. And this is again the 30th November 2023 build, as it's mentioned over here. And here you will notice the security patch is latest of November 1st 2023. It's December right now today when I'm shooting this video, but that's fine. We have the stock kernel as the 4.14 Waffles kernel, and the SLNX status shows as enforcing. Let's look at the lock screen. This is how it looks like, and yeah, looks good. And let's see the fingerprint scanner is working or not. Yes, it is perfectly working. Double tap to sleep is there on the status bar, and yep, the animations are looking perfectly smooth over here. The K20 Pro does have a really solid CPU, and it's actually showing in the UI. I would say it's very fast and snappy experience all over the UI, I have to say. Let's actually try one thing. Let's just go into the recovery by pressing the volume up button while it's restarting. Let's see if it actually supports encryption, because I haven't flashed any decryption zip over here. So looks like it doesn't support the encryption, and it did not ask me for any password or something. And it shows just this Fox folder, I think. So that's how it is. By the way, it also has the Android 14 kind of lock screen clock styles. They really look beautiful. Let's try this particular clock, or maybe this one. And let's just change the wallpaper. And there are these landscapes and stuff. Let's just go into the landscape mode. And with this particular wallpaper, yes, double tap to wake. Yep, that works perfectly fine. It is using the face unlock already. But yeah, as you can see, the animations, the face unlock even is very fast, but the animations, just notice how beautiful it looks. So yeah, amazing experience, I have to say. So I'll try to make a complete review out of this ROM. I'll try to dig into a lot of things as I do with custom ROMs. So, and I'll actually tell you how this Derpfest ROM is actually working on your Redmi K20 Pro, and if you should actually flash it on your daily driver device. So that's been it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video on the Redmi K20 Pro and how to flash the Android 14 ROMs on your Redmi K20 Pro. There you have it. Please share this video with your friends if you feel like. Do subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Hit this video a thumbs up if it actually helped you. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.